dollar sign into 2b2t
Yeah.
chat, it will block the dollar sign. Any message
Yeah,
with the
it's
dollar
real.
sign, it will block, right? So there's shit like that, right? But what he didn't need to start doing is handing out mutes like they were fucking hotcakes, right? So that's definitely
Yeah.
too far.
Darren, can you
Yeah,
do me a
and
quick
probably
favour
the
and
second
check see if
thing
my
is that
live stream is
I actually
okay?
kind of argue in favor of 2b2d dying off and like just closing
On
down.
YouTube, just type in
And
Kid
you might be
Nightingale
wondering why that
2b2t,
is, but
find my channel,
I'd
see if
like
I'm
to
live,
tell
and just
everybody.
tell me if you
Most
hear
of
it.
you guys are like high
You're
school
talking like
kids,
a
maybe like
researcher.
most of y'all are like high school, middle school, or like a 20-year-old neat living in their
What?
mom's basement. And there's this thing called like a digital footprint, and like if anybody found out, if any of y'all got doxxed before, you know, yeah, or if anything, like any of the shit that you say in chat is gonna like go to like any fucking college you apply to, and like none of y'all are gonna go to college.
That's ridiculous.
Alright, don't worry.
Yeah, I
That's
think that's like
happening.
pretty ironic of you to
I'll
say
let that happen.
Hippo003. You're fat as fuck. So I just
Okay, man.
is, I
be
can
talking shit.
reasonably
Good thing for you to bring up like 4-year-old fucking drama.
Sorry. But it's just like, dude, if you're gonna bring
Yeah.
up like digital footprint
Yeah,
and you like came up
Kid
in a
Nightingale
VC and you're like,
2b2t, yeah.
you have
Well,
a
I'm not
lazy
going to
eye.
college, so I don't gotta
By the
worry
way,
about it.
Okay,
Y'all-
so
y'all
it's like,
got it.
why are
Y'all
you
got-
making
y'all
a
got
point
it.
about that then?
Why are you
I,
talking about this? dude?
Judge- wait, hold on.
Personally, I think
Judgment.
the server should just die.
Hey.
already.
Wait,
I
you
mean,
don't
why-
have to
I
worry
think it should
about
die
because
too.
you're not going to college, bro.
It's not
Judgment.
getting reverted.
I have
Like,
a
there's no
question
chance
for
these get reverted.
He's frosty.
I have a very
Point.
important question for Judgment. Who are
Well, I
you?
think-
He's
like,
Frosty003. Dollar
Retro.
sign.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
You're-
chat, it'll
you're
block
a
the dollar
fucking
sign.
22
Oh,
year old
I
man.
have
Okay,
heard
okay,
it.
listen up, yo.
Influential player.
Yeah.
We need
Let's
to
not have another
bring down
Charo
some of these
moment.
NNs, okay? Bring down a few
Yeah.
of these people in here, and we need to bring up Jack the Ripper because I would love to debate
Keep
him.
XSS6. XSS6 is chill.
I
Yeah,
will
I'm
just
chill
say,
with him too. You
I mean,
know,
you have,
I'm
you
chill
have
with.
to request to speak if I'm going to put him on.
Yeah, Jack
I'm
is.
have to request stuff.
Is he here still? Yeah,
Is
he
he?
is. Yeah, bring him up. Bring him up. We need Jack up here.
I would just say, Oh, why yeah, are it's we okay. even playing the server? It's no longer anarchy. You know,
Jack.
what are we
It
doing
doesn't-
at this
Yo.
point?
It's not
What's the
anarchy
draw?
anymore, but it can still be fun. You can still do shit.
Well, what's the draw
It's
for the
not
server? What is
anarchy
the selling point?
anymore.
I mean, realistically, it was never really anarchy.
Bingo. It was
Well,
never anarchy.
Like there was
It was
world that
more
didn't-
anarchy than it is now. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no shit, but like it still never really was anarchy.
Okay.
Guys,
Then
Yo.
Also, you're
put
neglecting the
2b2t
fact that it kind
after
of doesn't
my
matter
name.
what we think. When you Google anarchy server, this is still going to be the top
Yeah.
result.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
This
Okay.
is-
So
yeah,
who's
it's not-
who's been
this-
around for longer than 50% of the server's lifespan?
Me, sir.
And
I think a
consistently
lot of
played.
people here. Me, Deloaded. Actually, no. A lot of these kids on
Yeah,
YouTube.
So 6.5
Me, Deloaded,
years.
call me Scott. I think Squid.
Okay.
I don't know about Osmo.
A lot of you are unfortunate because you came in off Rusher, and that is just how it is. Can't help that.
Yeah.
Wait,
You all got-
Jack.
No, I'm
Hold
not.
on.
I'm not pulling the Rusher fag argument. That's not what I'm saying.
No. I wanna ask you is how like
Uh-huh.
when do you think the most people joined? You know, like do you think that 50% of the
Um,
server joined before Rusher?
No.
No,
let him
God,
explain.
no.
Let him
Give me
talk.
some
Maybe-
ratios here.
Maybe 30% joined prior to Rusher, and then 70% after.
There are actual
Oh.
It's-
statistics on
There
this.
are
by the
stats.
way.
Okay, I didn't know
No,
that.
it's
Yeah.
way higher
more
than that.
skewed than you think it is.
Is it
like-
80-20?
It's
no,
like
it's like 90
595.
something percent.
Yeah,
You're
90 to
five-
10?
it's like
Holy
five-
shit.
Server was
95.
dead before Rusher. Server was long
Yeah.
dead before Rusher,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
we
yeah,
came
but there
back
was
and
a
now
period of
always
activity.
max.
Prior to
Yeah,
Rusher, there's
close.
maybe 150 something players, and then
Can you
and
let
in
him
total,
explain his
total
point?
whoever
You guys
played,
stop being all
and then
100
post Rusher, there's thousands.
Oh no, on 2B there were
Wasn't there like 10 people online?
no, Russia's video had like 20 people online, so it was like starting to
something
get
like that.
active again. But I'm pretty sure it was like 20,000 before Russia.
Okay. So the overall point I'm making here is that the vast majority of you are ignorant to how the server was about 10 years ago, which is when it was at its peak originally prior to Rusher. 2013, 2014 was like the height of the server. Okay.
oh, are you saying you support
There
that?
has
Sorry,
always
but
been.
comparatively, that's a very small peak. You know what I mean? Like that's like
Yeah, but that's the next
I-
biggest peak you'll find.
I think that 2B pre-Rusher is a completely different server, right? Just in the way that House just completely changed the
Not
server, I think
really.
Rusher completely changed it.
Yes, but not ultimately, not
Yeah,
really.
honestly.
All that matters is the philosophy has always been more or less the same. There has always been some sort of interference. There's always been stuff people don't like. So one of the big things
Cheat.
that I remember when I first got onto the server was that you could go to the end. Well, that end was a prior end map that did not exist legitimately. Pop Bob's backdoor plugin had happened in late 2011. People got in portals. People went to the end. Housemaster found out about it, got mad, deleted the entire dimension. That, of course, made people ass mad too. And so for an entire year, we bitched at him, re-enable the end, re-enable the end. You're shutting us off from, because he was legitimately shutting us off from 1/3 of the, viable dimensions and all that shit. And so eventually he relented and did that. Here's how he did it. He went to, according to what the seed said, he went to the 3 spots around spawn, because back then only 3 strongholds generated per world. So he went to those 3 spots and deleted all the chunks that would have generated a stronghold. That was the very first time Housemaster did this type of shit. So, no, admin interference has been a thing in some form or fashion from the get-go. It just took some time.
Even before that, he used to world edit spawn all the time.
Exactly. I got trapped in the very first time I got out of spawn. I got lucky. I made it out about 180 kilometers. Died to some dumb bullshit that I admit was my own fault. And I got sent back to spawn. And I was inside a box made of lava with spawn protected walls that you legitimately could not get out of. And
Okay.
Housemaster had to world edit all of that away.
Jack,
And once
I'm
upon
not,
a time,
I'm not
you
arguing
would.
that. I know. House has always
just-
been a figure.
I'm just illustrating the point that there's always been interference,
Mhm.
and that this idea of anarchy does pertain to him, and that this is not a new thing. We just had a very long lull in which that was not the case.
No, definitely disagreed. I tuned into your video earlier today. I decided to watch your video where you give your take on the new update of 2B,
Yeah.
where you're, walking around with your trident and shit. And you said, I don't know if this is a direct quote, you can correct me, but you said something along the lines of most of the people who are mad about the update
They
are
feel
upset that the server is
feel lied
harder.
to.
Do you believe that the server is harder now that it updated?
only like marginally.
Only
It was
marginally.
only
Okay,
made marginally
but
harder.
but you believe it's a good thing. You said something
a little
along the lines of
difficulty is not
people that
bad.
are mad that they lost their stuff should learn a lesson because you can lose your stuff.
Well,
and
they're
it
losing.
happens,
They're learning a lesson that things are
They're
transient.
learning a lesson.
That things are
Okay.
transient. Yes.
Okay. So I personally I just find that crazy to say because in the
Why?
spirit of anarchy, bro, if someone's griefing my base, I'm fine with that, right?
Mhm.
Because that's anarchy. That's another user logging on griefing my base, But
Yeah.
I believe if I lose all my shit overnight, no warning, no communication, no nothing to an admin on the server who just felt like it, who just felt like they should do that, I
Yep.
don't believe that's a lesson for me to learn, right? What's the lesson? Maybe like
No, I just told you
you
the
know,
lesson is that everything is transient.
everything
It can just
is.
happen out of nowhere. It can just
This
happen.
is just such a large
life.
viewpoint, though. Like, what does that mean?
No, that's. Oh, do you not know what the definition of transience is? Here today, gone tomorrow.
Temporary, no? Yes, temporary.
Temporary. You're right.
Yep. But
Everything
but
is
it's
temporary.
temporary when I signed up, obviously I
Right.
obviously I never fully agreed to some rules of
You
anarchy,
don't
right?
have
Like
to.
I know that it could
You
have
don't have
changed.
to. That's
know,
life. You were
but-
born, weren't you?
But if I'm logging on one day and then the next day the server is
Yeah.
a completely new, different server,
Yep.
I should at least hold some type of expectation
Hey,
as
Jack,
to the server I play on, as a player of
Yeah,
the
I
server,
feel
as
like you
someone who's
could've-
devoted
I know
years of
you
my life
should.
to it.
In a
Hey,
fair
Jack.
world, that would happen. But
Hey, Jack.
we don't live in a fair world, do
So
we?
you're just saying
Jack.
the world isn't fair,
Right.
and
Yeah,
we
wait,
should cope.
Jack, stop. Jack, also consider that now we are
Mhm.
paying. Back when you were playing, you were not. We are
Well,
paying.
at some point I was paying.
I mean, I don't think
Right.
it's all would stand up in court. If like a landlord burned all their lodger's belongings, I don't think this
Yeah.
is a lesson things are transient would hold up in court.
No,
Okay,
no, that's
I
not the
think
point.
anyone
This
would really
isn't-
accept it.
You're comparing apples to oranges, though, by using court. With a landlord situation, you've signed a contract. Have you signed any contracts?
We bought Cryo, yes.
Yeah, he's citing that as signing a contract, according to the.
I
TTT
mean,
laws.
we do agree to the term, so yes.
Yeah. But at the same time, are you going to be able to bring him to a court somehow? Like, if
No,
you
I'm
can
not
bring
right to some
Housemaster to a
clauses.
court, you might be able to argue that case. But can you, though? So I don't know.
It's a video game.
It is a video game, exactly. At the end of the day,
Well, like-
it's just a block game.
I mean, I just be able. I just want to like cause havoc for him as much as possible. And,
I just
and
wanna
like
cause
it's hard
havoc
for
too, I
him to
know.
like manage the server and crap, so that
Peter,
has
that's
At the end of
very
the day,
juvenile. Peter,
it's
that's
crazy
extremely
because
juvenile.
I'm not even too salty about the update. I disagree with it, right? But I'm not gonna
Right.
sit here and whine and cope, right, and do all these things, right? And
That's
I'm
literally what this
certainly
Discord
not
is.
gonna whine about my stash, right? Because I had a
Well,
stash, right? Like a
right.
lot of people did, and it wasn't big. It wasn't the biggest stash on the server type shit, right? And
Right.
it is what it is. I probably could have sold it for a few $100s before the update, right? But it is what it is. Everyone lost, everyone
Yep.
lost tons on that day, right? So I don't care about the stash. I don't care about the shit I lost. I care about the principle of the server. You know what I mean?
Right.
If House
Well,
is going to make a change on behalf of the
I
community,
I hate
for
to
the
tell you this.
community, affecting the community,
Right.
then, and he's not going to talk to the community, he's not going to
Nope.
communicate, he's not going to do
Never does.
anything because he
Never did.
feels like it.
Yep.
So
It's not
so
about the items.
in what world is this a fun server to play on? Like, how would you
Fun is
enjoy if
subjective.
tomorrow we go back to 1.2.5? Everyone gets an inventory full of duped items, right? It does the
Fun is
exact opposite
subjective.
of what you enjoy, and it's like, would you play on that?
Yo, fire!
I might not enjoy that, but
I
you
would
might.
though. I would
Or
love
another
that
person
if
might.
my inventory is filled with duped items that I could fuck the server up, But what I'm saying is it's only people who want to play a certain type of server, right? Like Syndicate, he loves vanilla servers, right? That's cool. When the server turned more vanilla and less anarchy, he's now playing the server, right? That's fine for him, right? But my issue is that he can just abandon the player base. He can switch the server whenever he feels like to get a wave of people in, right? And forget about the old, because who the fuck cares anymore? I'm making money a different way.
Who
right?
cares about all those old people who came pre 2016?
So where's that? So
who
where's
cares
that
about all
fair?
the people who came post 2016? Yeah, where is the care? I don't know.
I care about the
It doesn't
majority of I
exist.
care about the community of the server. I feel like that should be the focus, no?
Oh, Maxi, you were saying just about every single thing I heard back in 2016.
I think it's about the items, if I'm being too honest.
Some people,
No,
it's
I
about
don't
the
think
items.
so either. I think it's
Yeah.
the
For some
fact that
people, they were lied
anti-X-ray
to.
exists on 2B
Yeah.
is a disgrace. The fact that I cannot log on a vanilla client and turn on an X-ray texture pack is disgusting to me. It's like a slap in the face. It's like we're going so vanilla, you can't X-ray anymore. Like, excuse me, this is not the server I was playing. Like, excuse me,
Nope.
what is this shit? Like, oh my god,
You're
give me
paying
a
for
break.
either.
It's dog shit.
I mean, once
Maxi,
upon a
check
time,
your DMs.
there were common fly hacks that everybody could use. Everybody could fly. Once upon a time. And then that got patched. People pitched a fit about that too, but ultimately it just
Bro,
is
I
what it
mean,
is.
Yeah.
Once upon a
the-
time, you could
Hacking
use
patch.
Elytra,
There's
and
a
then
difference,
Elytra were
though.
disabled. And that
There's
was
a
how it
difference though,
was.
because one of them,
It sucked.
these examples are no, there is a difference because when you're patching a crazy movement hack, right? Like let's say he's patching boat fly on the roof, right? There's crazy exploits that existed at 2B for like longer or
Right.
shorter periods of time, right? It's different, right? Elytra before it got patched for what 2-3 years was it? Something crazy like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
it was
disabled
used
a while.
nuts. Like there's videos I forgot who it was. But like that classic video, I forgot whose video is, Housemaster raging in the top
It's
left corner.
Clyde.
Clyde?
Clyde made that video.
Yup. Yeah, you know exactly which video I'm talking about,
Okay.
where he's loading thousands of chunks in a minute, right?
Yeah, and
it-
Housemaster messages
that
him on
makes
Steam.
sense,
Stop
right?
it.
Relatively,
so good.
obviously, he could have patched it in a good way,
Master.
but this is different. This isn't him patching something that's necessary to keep his server alive. Like he didn't need to patch anti-X-ray. Why? He did it because he felt like it. He did it because in his head he's like, I own this server and I do what I want, so let me do this for fun, right? So he didn't ask the community. He didn't do anything. This was not a necessary change. Nobody asked for him to do this, and he did it anyway. So explain to me why that's a good owner.
I
just
never
from the
said he was a
anti-
good owner.
I mean,
Just
well, why is that a
something-
good server to play on? Why would you want to play on a server like that? He's never done that in the
Max,
past.
Oh, he's
Maxi,
done this
consider-
hundreds of times. Are you
Not on
fuck-
this scale.
Have you been
Not on
paying
this
it?
scale. Not on
Yes,
this
he's
scale.
done stuff on this scale. Are
Not
you
on
kidding
this
me?
scale. Give me one other event that's as significant as the amount of things. He has an entire list. Never has he had an entire list of patch. He's patched small things. The end shit is pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie. But that's 2014, right? That's a different house entirely. That's not a team. Now he has a team of people. X-Ray is fucking patched. Has X-Ray ever been patched on 2B before? Has that ever happened?
It's not that
Never.
X-Ray was patched, but I can give you something just as significant as
Let me see it.
X-Ray that was patched. The Nether Roof.
That's not whoa. What?
Yes,
What?
the
No,
Nether
that
Roof is
nowhere
vanilla.
on the-
X-Ray isn't.
I mean, I missed the Nether Roof, man. There was cool shit.
Big
Like
holes
I knew
attached.
builds on the Nether Roof, right?
the
that-
Nether
that-
Roof
that
was
were far out.
legitimate, though. X-Ray is
Yeah,
not considered legitimate by vanilla standards.
I just
But
wanna
Nether
remember
Roof is not. Yeah, Nether Roof is not that crazy too. By the way, people.
Yes, it
traveling on
was.
a
It was
Nether Roof broke
unlimited
the
free
server.
fast travel. For the longest time, the Netherrealm was the
It was
most
busted
efficient
though,
way to
but
get
it
anywhere.
also had
It
once
was
again a
disabled because it was
legitimate
really fast
reason
travel.
for patching that.
X-Ray's
Yeah, exactly.
disabled
For
for
fast
no
travel.
reason. No reason
Exactly.
whatsoever.
I'm trying to say, do you have another like,
Theoretically,
do you have an
the
example
platform
of when House changed something for no reason,
gigabytes.
just because he felt like it, and as
Yes,
significant as
I
this?
just said the Netherrealm. That
That's
was
not
a big
for no
one.
reason. That's not for no reason.
For no
There-
reason.
there's
Well,
probably
I
like
mean,
a
even
ton.
People were
Although
putting
it's
too
a
many
shitty
chunks.
reason, but he could still
Yeah.
justify it.
I mean, even X-Ray was patched for a pretty good reason. It was to keep
Pretty good. His
game
quote,
balance
in his
or
quote,
whatever.
it is to stop people from getting netherite,
Right,
from getting new items.
as quickly.
So why would that be his concern in an anarchy server?
Because he wants to give some longevity to the server, I guess.
So why is his
Drop
personal
thing-
beliefs he wants
Make
to
you
give
stay
some
on here
longevity to
longer.
the server? It doesn't matter
The-
if people.
But
get
he's
extra-
always had this
it's the-
vanilla belief, though. There's always
And-
been this
and
this
see,
gung ho vanilla only mindset. That's
Maxi,
always
what
been
you
there.
need to understand is this is not our server. This is his server.
No, I
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
know that. I've been understood that. But I'm just saying,
Well,
why would I?
the-
I
the-
mean, as until now, I feel like Housemaster has always been a shitty owner, notoriously
Oh, yeah.
shitty, right? And
Oh,
I understood
yes.
that. Of course, I agree. I agree with that 100%. But never
Not House
as
anymore, though.
big of a change until now, and as drastic of a change where he decides to implement his own beliefs. You feel me? So it's never
own
been
belief-
to the point.
Dude, he shut
where
down
he
an
wants to
entire
do whatever he wants
dimension
to do.
over his own beliefs. Are you shitting me?
Well, hold on a minute. Hold
Well, that
on
was
a
back
minute.
there. That's different.
This is
That's
also
listen.
not the same Housemaster who did that.
Yeah,
The
true.
server's
We
been sold
assume
like,
it's
True,
not
he
the
sold it
same. Yeah, I think it
multiple
might
times.
be.
It's not the same.
There's
Oh
no
my god,
way.
you're actually washed if you
There's
think
no
this
way.
is the 2014 house. Holy shit.
There's no way it's
No,
the
it's
same.
not.
I know
House.
he's involved. That's all I know for
I mean,
sure.
maybe he still gets. I don't know. I don't think he's
He's
like
at least
running
on the
the
team.
thing.
He probably
I
gets
mean,
a cut of
the,
profits. That's
the
what I'm
owner of
thinking.
2B2T is Curtis PvP.
Yeah, he's been
Well, that's
his
also
own
that's
good
also on
in
YouTube,
Twitter.
bro. We thought it was John Terry Gast a few months ago. Like I don't know. There's a lot of bullshit. All I know is that there's
yeah.
Back in
he's
2021,
confirmed
There's
there
that
no
was
there's
actor
fucking
for
Walden.
He's
I don't know.
accidentally leaked things.
Okay, but like obviously that
There's
could
more
also just be bait.
about,
That could also be bait. You never know 100%. But we do know that there is a team working behind 2B because he does confirm that. Yes.
There's hard proof that's
The
owned by
main-
Curtis.
There's a
The
team.
main issue with the whole anti-X-ray thing, you're saying it's to sort of improve longevity. I'm just going to point out it's a little bit niche, but the whole thing with anti-X-ray completely fucks over the archive server as well. They are unable to accept
Yeah.
any more submissions
He never cares.
because of that. So it isn't going to help longevity, and it's actually going to make it harder to catalog the history.
does anti-X-ray work before downloading?
I wouldn't be surprised if eventually the anti-X-ray goes away. But
He did
I don't
say
know.
it was like an experimental thing.
yeah, it's
I
experimental.
hope it
I
gets
don't know.
taken away because I don't agree with it. I think it's fucking retarded.
Shouldn't be experimented with.
Speaking
No
about
reason.
retarded, let's talk about mutes. Jack, do you think mutes are a good addition to 2B2T?
Oh god,
do you
no! I
think
hated mutes. I've been threatened
Okay.
with a mute by House himself before.
been threatened?
I'm
talking
currently
about
muted.
recently. You know, there's hundreds and hundreds of people muted, either soft muted,
Yeah.
hard muted on 2B.
I'm
Right?
aware.
So how is that on Earth a good server to play on when people can just get muted for?
It's
for
not a
being
fun
active?
thing. No, it
No.
shouldn't exist. But
Okay.
this is the place to be, whether you like it or not.
I mean,
It's the
Max,
place to
I
be.
quit because of all this shit. Like, but there are some people who
This is
don't
just
want
high
to. Like, there's
pixel,
some
too.
people. This is like the best thing. You've seen the
I'm
subreddit
enjoying
with all
it,
the
yeah.
cringy motherfuckers.
I mean, I'll
It's
understand it.
unfortunate,
Like,
it really is. But
I understand if you can enjoy the server, right?
I feel like-
understand because House switched
Mhm.
the audience almost, right? Like
Uh,
he changed the server, I believe.
kind of, but
I
not
don't
really.
I don't think he
It
did
is
it
not the
intentionally,
same thing
though.
as 2B a year ago. Not the same
That,
2B.
I don't think he intentionally did that though. Like
Yeah, that was not his
Of course,
intention.
intentionally. What are you talking about? This
No.
entire thing was
He
intentional,
He
bro.
didn't
Fish with
expect.
milk, like-
there were things that he did to change the server that pissed people off and they quit. Yes. But then fuck, where am I going with fuck?
I think the big problem here is that everybody was sold on one thing, not realizing that the server was never that thing. You've all been kind of sold on a lie, and you feel
No.
betrayed
No.
because, I mean, that server didn't actually exist.
Listen,
But
I knew there was
as-
bullshit the second I signed up. The first time I logged in 2B2T, bro, I was a fucking UFAG. I watched Ant's video. I logged the fuck on. Guess where I was? I was in Bedrock, right? I was stuck under Bedrock, fucking doing one of the shits where I beg in chat, how the fuck do I get out? Until someone told me /kill, and I /killed, and it worked, and I was so happy, right? To finally fucking escape spawn and be in UFAG, right? And then, you know, I log in, what is it, 2021? /kill is gone. Excuse me? What? So it's like I feel like 2B has lost its essence in so many of the nice things that it used to have. It used to have way more community oriented things. Bots used to actually be very helpful for the community. And now death messages get banned like half the time. Even before the update, I know that now it's completely gone, right?
Death messages
fucking-
are local.
but slowly over time, yeah, now it is. But even in like days before the update, half the death messages would not show in chat because people are either muted, which also doesn't show death messages, or death messages get blocked for someone if they die too often, right? So it's shit like this, especially with Lol Ritter getting kicked a lot, and House does not care for the things that were like founding pillars of the community. I'm talking about /kill. I'm talking about commands like that. Green text is gone. Green text is gone.
Yeah, I think
So,
that'll
so
come
I think
back,
that's
though.
crazy. I think it's completely new. It's gone in a completely new direction because at least Old House would do shitty things, but he would stick with the whole theme of the community. You know?
The theme. Okay, so I think I understand what you're saying, Max.
Yep.
You're saying compared to like 2017, 2019, whatever that time period, the server has become more mainstream, more like family friendly, more soy infused. Is that what you're kind of saying? Because you're right
And
about
it-
that. It absolutely has taken that turn, and there are
They've literally
reasons.
unbranded. They've
You
literally
know,
unbranded
there
it as
are
anarchy.
reasons to complain. There are reasons to be upset about that, but you can also point to Minecraft itself being a lot stricter with their rules as to what they're going to allow and what they're not going to allow. And you know, literally people were killing themselves with swords that had extremely vulgar names or names that had racial slurs. And that's probably half the reason that death messages got disabled, by the way, is just for that reason. I don't know. I mean, if don't be mad at 2B2T for adapting to Minecraft's EULA changes.
No, but the
Yeah, that
thing
doesn't
is,
matter.
with ULA, it's rarely enforced, and if it became an issue, he could just move to cracked.
No, but Microsoft knows about 2B. It's not like it's under the radar. It's been known for
No, but I think
a while.
listen, I think that the best argument people who are pro the server changes have it's about the EULA thing because that's the only thing that would really have to make House force his hand. That means that it wouldn't be some type of egotistical decision by House to make all these changes.
I think that's
But-
probably what it is.
No,
think
I
that's-
really like I
think
find it
it's-
hard to believe that he
Okay.
did all this just because of EULA
No,
changes.
okay,
right?
the items definitely does not have to do with EULA. Anyone that
Well,
thinks it
no,
has to do
okay,
with
the
EULA is
items
something
no,
retarded.
but some of the other things on that list people are upset
Yeah,
about. You
like
can
death
attribute
messages.
to the EULA.
Death messages I can understand. Mutes, kinda.
No.
Like
Mutes, I feel like
Because like
racist.
what are you gonna
Yeah.
do? Like stop people from talking shit? Like
yeah, that's what he's been doing.
That's what he's doing. I
for
mean,
years.
For like years at this point. This is nothing new.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's like I'm trying to argue that he doesn't need to. I feel like there's some type of bias. Like I feel like House has a vision of what he wants
course.
to be. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's
he
the
wants
thing.
it to
that
be
vision.
like
Yeah,
this
well,
soy
okay.
pseudo anarchy like vanilla server where everyone's like buddy. There's no death messages in chat. Everyone's friendly. You censor out swear words. Dupes are patched, right? It's
Yeah.
like it is what it is, man.
I mean,
He wants
I
to
wish
push
I wish
on.
you'd been around
have
for
their
old
own-
2B2T.
I know. I mean, I wish too, because I probably would have enjoyed that a million times more than this. Like
Oh, yeah.
every year it gets worse and worse, Like every single year that I'm on it, it feels worse than the last one. And maybe it's a nostalgia factor thing, but I also believe
It
like
is.
genuinely when you consider it, like there was more shit to do back then, bro. In
I'm not
2019 there was
sure
so
that-
much shit to do. There was
I don't
like
think
so
the
many
vast
options.
majority of the
If he was
community
at
would
peak.
want to play the server like with what it used to be like. Even in 2017, people would like read each other's addresses and shit out in chat.
Yeah.
Like
Funny.
there was bad
Let's do
shit
that.
going down.
Let's be
Like,
realistic.
there are justified reasons why people get chat muted.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fine. I mean, I get that. That's just the 2B community,
Yeah.
though. It's been toxic, right? Like that's what you sort of sign up for, though.
All people
In my
feel
opinion.
There's some mutes that are like completely bullshit though. Like I got muted for
Yeah.
talking about the rules in chat. Like that has nothing to do with being toxic at all. He just
I
enforced
got
that
muted.
because of his own ego.
I've been soft muted for like a year and a half now. No unmute, no nothing. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
I've been.
He actually hard
muted
muted me for a
spamming,
day.
Like a new fag
Uh,
spammer.
I got hard
Been
muted
for like 2 years
one
I
day.
think I sent an invite link like twice. And I've been muted for 2 years.
Yeah, if he does that unmute wipe, that would be nice. But
crazy.
he would unmute someone accidentally. That's like really toxic. So unless he has some sort of like rule list that he added,
doesn't
he
make
appended to everyone who broke the rules and like got muted. There's no way he's gonna mute people. Just
What people
in a
have to
way.
understand is that there's 2B is not gonna ever stay the same, right? Like there's
Right.
always going to be changes. Yes, it's almost like an arms race, if that makes sense. There's 2 players in the game. One is Housemaster and the owner of the server, the team, if you want to call it that, right? And the second is the community, the people who are doing things, right? So, for example, let's say Housemaster and his team vanish off the face of the earth tomorrow, never update anything, server stays online, right? What do you think is going to happen? The community is eventually going to catch up, get exploits, find a dupe maybe. You know, server's going to get overrun by the community, if that makes sense, right? Because the community will have power because, you know, nothing's there to stop them, right?
That's what happened like
2B was like for a long time.
2019.
Is where the community
but
was
not
the
this
one
much.
making a lot of progression in terms of exploits, dupes, you know, and everything else, right? In terms of like the community events, you know, shit like that, right? And then when Housemaster started really stepping in and fucking like stopping this stuff, I believe is 2021 because that's when I personally saw it. He could have been doing it way before.
I feel like
But
he
Housemaster, I
started
believe, has been in
started
charge. He has
doing
been
this
in
hard.
charge.
Yeah.
He's been ahead of the
Late
community for the last
2019.
2-3 years. He's been pushing out everything, and everyone else has just been listening because they're forced to, because they have to do everything. He's been patching every single dupe. He's been patching every single exploit. Electrify, not really, because he's like dog shit at it. But like it is what it is. He's been muting everybody. He's been prio banning people, you know. So he's really been enforcing rules more than the community can do to catch up, than to figure out new exploits, figure out new ways of breaking the rules, which is like almost the whole point of 2B, is that the community comes together to fuck shit up, right? So I don't know. If you look at shit back then, like I know I keep bringing up 2019, but that's really when I feel the last year when the community was on top, when it was really ruling the server. Because you had so much stuff back then. Fucking pig spawners, 32Ks, bro. You had like 5 fucking dupes in that one year. It was the craziest shit. And everyone had access. There wasn't no private dupes. There wasn't no patching bullshit, right? Until later. Like House was behind at that point. Like the community was winning and House was behind. And I think he got fucking sick of that shit, you know? And then he wanted like, oh shit, they run the server, not me. And then he started, you know, making his own idea of 2B. And now he's enforcing that, I think, in 2023.
Kind of
So I
power
don't know.
hungry. Like he doesn't do this and think it's a good idea. There's no way he would disable X-ray and think, you know, amazing
He just
idea.
wants
Everyone's gonna
money.
love this.
No, I think he was forced to disable that by Mojang or something.
I don't think he
He's
was
pro-
forced to
When,
do
that,
anything.
when server blacklisting was enabled, he didn't do anything about that.
I said this earlier. I don't think Mojang said you must do this or your server will be shut down. I think they might have spoke before. I think there might have been a few emails
No, I think,
interchanged being like,
I think he read the new rules and he said, "Oh shit, I better like
but
make these
Mojang,
emergency changes
Mojang
before my
understands
group-
what 2B
my
is,
server's
like
gonna
someone
get
said
killed."
earlier. Like they're not just going to shut the server down. At least I don't think. Like
No,
that's a scary thought.
No, Matt, they totally would. I don't think you understand. Like
It's
for
bypassable.
I don't
them,
know.
this server is nothing. They could shut it down in a heartbeat, and Minecraft will
Microsoft
continue
are
to make shit
monkeys.
tons of money. They literally don't care.
That's a scary conversation, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
like, I
they
don't know if
don't
I can
make any
really-
money from Java anyway.
I don't
They
think
make all that
anyone
money from
can say
Bedrock.
anything 100% like sure though. You know what I mean? Like nobody knows anything until House confirms it, which is another issue, by the way, entirely.
I do
I don't know.
agree. There is a lack of communication. If he had explained why he was doing
Anything.
these changes better, I think there
Mhm.
would be a little bit less outrage. But
Yeah, 'cause if there was
unfortunately, that's not what we're getting.
more communication from House, then I think
And it's like,
players
what
would
else
have
am I gonna think,
understand
you know?
what the changes were.
What else am I gonna think except for he wants to make the server into his survival paradise, right? Because he doesn't explain anything. He doesn't want to make that connection to the community. So why should I, you know, give him the benefit of the doubt? You know, why should I play on this dog shit server if he can just change it however he feels like, whenever he feels like? So it's like, I don't know.
Well, we
Uh,
look. No
have
one's
that
making
option.
you play. So
No, I quit.
yeah,
I'm gone.
let's get
We're the
some
ones
people
paying
that
for
are.
this, and it's getting
Let's
randomly
talk about
changed.
the actual.
Yeah, I'm down for
union,
some new
please.
takes in here. I'm a little watered out.
Let's
like-
talk about the actual union and like
We
what the
need-
fuck point of this.
We need
Yeah,
to get more
What
known
about
people in
Clown?
here.
Let's
get
Kit on here.
Peter, can we get Kit on? Yes. She's been on
Can we
for a
get
while
Robbie?
now.
What's his name?
I was gonna say
We need to get more
I've-
known people on here to give their opinion.
I'm just trying to. I don't like. I'm fine with anyone as long as that doesn't
There
turn
we
into like cancer thing. It was the one he gets to actually like talk about execution and everything. Not being like
I'm
lore
pretty
based.
Don't even
sure-
a ton of 2023 players in here.
I'm pretty sure we've been looking too much on a small scale right now since we're talking about the individual things that have changed, but I think we more need to focus on the fact that each person that plays 2B is a vote. Their vote's $20 plus a little bit of tax, which
Yep.
is if they pay
Based.
prio or not.
True.
Do you think I don't care about why you think the changes are bad or good. Do you think the changes are bad or good? Everybody in the VC answer.
Mostly
Bad.
bad. Mostly bad.
Yeah,
Some
they're
are good.
inherently bad
Come on, dude.
Some are good, some are
for the
inevitable,
player base.
and most are bad. Yeah.
You see how
I like the alternate
everybody
change
said that
emoji.
there was some. You see how everybody said there was some bad.
I mean,
If
they're bad for the
Difference, though,
community.
between bad and going to quit the server, and
Wait,
bad and gonna keep playing.
Jack, I'm interested. You said kind of mid, to be honest.
Changes
right?
are
Which
kind
is-
of mid, yeah.
But you
I don't-
haven't touched the server seriously in years until now. This made you come back.
I've
Is
been
it just
playing
the
every
1.19?
version. No,
Yeah.
it was the nerfing, the item nerfing, the
Oh,
alteration,
so that-
all
so the
it was
item
all the
nerfing made
changes
you come back.
combined. All the
Mm.
changes combined made me come back. Yes.
So do you like that survival element more where it's less exploited and it's more of just a survival server?
Yes.
Is that why you came back?
I do tend to like that a little bit better.
You're a builder, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Fair
but
enough.
why are we asking this question to you? This is an individual basis. Jack is one person who is going.
Right.
to
No,
vote yes
no.
to
But
that
it's
point.
important to understand everyone's POV because
Yeah,
you know
I
if
gotta
Jack,
say,
Jack could be
Maxi,
speaking about a lot of people here,
I
right?
gotta say,
especially he has viewers,
I
you know,
gotta
that agree
say-
with the content.
I gotta say, Maxi, and all respect to you, Jack, but you know when
Mm-hmm.
you're citing all these previous times the admins have done X, Y, and Z, never before has the server, like in the last few years, actually been making the money that's been making. It hasn't had this huge influx of players every month paying prio, looking at the website where it says we will never reset this server and tick these terms and conditions to pay for your priority pass. You know, like it is different at the moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, House can make the changes that it can, but this is like this is a completely different ball game. You know, I don't mind so much about the items, but I do mind having to go millions and fucking millions of chunks into the freaking end to get an Elytra or a Shulker. Yeah, that's fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Like for one thing, you know?
Just off
yeah?
the Elytra point.
You know, what I do
Because-
mind is an admin that can do prior bans anytime they fucking like. You know, there's a lot about this that
basically.
sucks, man. You know? And yes, it's got to start taking notice of the URLA. And at some point, some angry parent somewhere with too much fucking money is going to say, right, I'm suing 2B2T. They have warped my son's tiny little mind. And we're fucked, yeah? And yes, you are right. Yeah, everything changes eventually. Everything dying is inevitable. But right? The 2B admins need to retain their promise to all the players who faithfully watch Fit, faithfully watch whatever, and like paid their prio. Yeah, you cannot freaking make huge changes like this without freaking pissing off your bloody players. And I gotta say, for the most part, I'm pissed off. You know? I mean,
Well,
I just
Let's
am,
get
you
this
know?
right, guys. Come
Okay.
on.
Let me
He
help you
made-
out.
It was good.
He
Let me
made
help
this
you out.
change
No
knowing
amount
he
of
would split the
outrage.
fucking community.
No amount of outrage or whining or 2B2T union strike, whatever nonsense, is going to affect any kind of change.
Yeah,
These changes
probably,
are getting
probably,
reversed.
mate.
That's
But
Okay,
here's the
so,
thing,
given
right?
that we all acknowledge that
Housemaster
that's probably
stopped.
true.
Housemaster stopped responding to refund emails a few days ago.
I get it.
Right?
He
Yeah.
just
Why
spoke to
was
the
that?
queen,
I
though.
wonder.
Yeah,
Maybe
he
because
never-
we were all
he
asking
never
for
got
fucking
mine.
refunds.
Never
yeah?
got-
I get it. I
You
get it,
know?
okay, but given that we all know it's very unlikely these changes are going to get reversed,
Don't
I
never
think
get reverted.
we need to stop with like the
Yes, we need
bullshit
to
and the
destroy
like,
2B.
oh, the
I
boycotting
agree.
and all this.
I don't
Just
think
stay
Kid is
on the server
bullshitting.
if you want to stay and quit if you want to quit. It's not a big deal.
No, that's
But the
Mate,
whole
mate,
point is
so-
everyone should fucking quit.
Look, mate, if you
Well,
don't want to do
we have to at
anything,
least-
by all means, man, go ahead and do nothing. But you know
just
what?
think- I
If
just
there's
think
a
there's nothing you
chance
can do.
we can
I think
affect
there's nothing you
some of
can
if
do.
we can affect some of the things that the admin has done. For example, a while ago the housemaster or the admin or whoever said, "Oh, I might take back the changes to X-ray." Yeah? You know, that means that they are flexible. There are some things that they are willing to listen to us about. And while this is a fresh change to the server, a massive change, we have to make known what we want as players. Yeah, else we might as well just shut the fuck up, not play, and not bother doing anything. You know, House needs to know what we want. Yeah, and I do feel
I
like
made this point earlier.
by saying something, we're gonna get there. We'll get somewhere
Yeah.
anyway. It's better than like nowhere. You know. And
Yeah, I wanna
Maxi,
talk
by the
about
way,
Frank. I wanna
everything
talk
you
about
said up
Frank real
until
quick.
now, Maxi, I agree with. And no, sorry,
My
D, I
bad.
will let you talk. Go ahead, man. For real.
I look, honestly, if it's possible, for some of these things like the X-ray thing, or some of these changes to get rolled back, then I would love to see that happen. I'm kind of black-pilled, and I really don't think it's
Well, if he says on his
Yeah,
website
that's
he
the
may
issue.
take back the X-ray thing,
You need some hope
then
in your soul,
he
Deloaded.
may well do it. Yeah, exactly. Come on, like
That's
you got to have your foot in the water and take the temperature. You know
Let
what I
me
mean?
talk about Franknificent real quick.
Holy shit.
Because he, in my opinion, it might sound like an irrelevant person to bring up right now,
No.
but if you guys know anything about him, bro, he, in my opinion, is one of the people who were targeted by prio bans the most on the server.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know the exact number, but dude, if you've ever talked to the man,
Yes.
I think around 10
I
accounts
think
prio
it
banned,
was.
which is
I think it was
crazy.
7 accounts. He got
Frank,
Yep,
seven
yeah,
something
accounts.
like
Frank and
Foreskin
Foreskin,
too.
yeah.
So
Had
Force
13
and Frank,
accounts
in my opinion,
DMs.
were two of the most targeted people by House in terms of prio bans and prio bans only,
Yep.
right? And this was a big thing back then, right? There was a lot of people being prio banned. No server November. This was 2022, end of 2022 era, I think, or maybe 2021.
I think it was
Something around
2021.
there, right?
Oh,
This is
yeah.
when the
I
prio ban
remember Kip
shit
talking
started
about this.
really
Yeah,
kicking
right
up.
when it happened from the
Oofplug says he has
newspapers.
14, which is crazy if that's true. But what I'm trying to say
more
is that
than-
in that situation, those people were not really calling out for help, but they wanted everyone to know what the fuck was going on. Like, I remember there being an effort from Frank and Force, like, pretty much telling everyone, like, yo, fucking, like, unprio banned people, like, this is
Yeah.
crazy. Like, look at my situation, right?
Yes.
And if you weren't prio banned, you had, like, that black pill mentality, like, why should I give a fuck,
Yep.
Like, I'm not prio banned, Like, this isn't my issue, Like, but
Mhm.
you're a member of the community. Everyone here is a member of the community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if we
exactly.
can make an issue like a big fucking stink out of something, we fucking should, bro.
Yes,
Like
we
if we
should.
can bring it up to House as many times as possible, fucking like
Yes.
harass him with this shit.
Yeah.
Like it'll send a message, as negative as it is, right?
Yeah, if
It's
any
better
of you
than
guys
sitting here
have
and
paid,
doing
yeah,
nothing and letting him collect
exactly.
his fucking check.
Exactly. If you've paid $20 at any point, tell House.
As LARP as it is.
What you're
How do you
happy
say
about
Mr. Queen
and
and
what you're
Japanese
pissed off
at the same
about.
time?
Yeah, man. Like $20, money, money, money. Come on. Like,
We know
I
what's
love
the
this
second.
server, man. I want
She
to
said
stay.
Japanese and like the Queen
Okay,
at the same
so
time.
I have
No
a question.
disrespect.
I have a question for you.
Mm.
I have a question.
Wait,
So, Kit, you said, I fully look. I understand your point of view. I really do.
Yeah.
It's just, and I do feel the same about these changes. I don't like them.
I
and
like
you
some of
said
them,
you-
but yeah.
Yeah, you said you love this server. Okay, so my question is, if Housemaster reverses none of these, if they all stay, will you keep playing the server or will you quit?
That's a very good question. I don't know yet. I'm still
That's the
making my
question that
mind up.
everyone needs
You
to
know,
be
another
asking.
thing that it
Blanket?
depends on.
Get the fuck
The
off, fuck off.
another thing it depends on is how many of my friends on the server continue to play. And that depends on how they feel about the changes as well. This is why it's about the community and us as a group. Yeah, if you're at a base and all the other base builders fuck off and don't come online anymore, and you're all on your freaking own, Billy No Mates, yeah, that affects exactly how you act and
That's
what you want to do in the server.
situation. I
If
hate
your
that shit.
friend Franknificent is targeted for freaking prior bans relentlessly, or someone says the word Frank in chat and suddenly like his new assault with VPNs and fuck knows what else, he's off again, banned, muted, and everything. You're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like we all react to these things because we work in groups on this server for the most part. Yeah, and so it depends on my mates. To be honest with you, D, if you keep playing, that'll help sway me towards keeping playing, or whichever answer suits you best, obviously. But man, yeah, for real, like, and I think it's different for everybody. I've seen my friends go from, oh, I'm never going to play, oh, I'm going to play again because my original character has been unbanned, and oh no, I'm not going to play now. And it's a very individual thing, man. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like Maxi
I've
says,
seen
we've
that as
got
well.
to say, yeah, for real, Scott.
Yeah. Sure.
Deloaded.
Sword King did the same thing. Like he was saying,
The
"Oh, I'm
Sword
not gonna
King's
play
a
the server."
retard.
He's Italian. What do you expect?
Hey, what's the matter? Call me.
Deloaded.
Let him
I ask
speak.
you- Can I ask you a question?
I thought you were Japanese and like British.
I can
like,
be
2
whatever
minutes
I
in.
want to
What
be,
happened?
man. This is LARP. Let's go. Right. What were you saying,
They're all
Scott?
of them.
Wait, Deloaded, can I ask you a question though?
Sure.
So you're saying you don't like the changes and you would like them to be reverted, right?
Sure. Yes, I would.
And you do not believe we are capable of reverting them, right?
No, I don't.
If it was theoretically possible that we were able to revert them, would that be by refunding your prio?
Probably so. Yeah, or possibly just by emailing Housemaster.
Okay,
Why
and
the
then
hell is there
continue.
17
Wait,
people
Or,
on
well,
let me
okay,
finish.
hold on a minute. If it were theoretically possible, I think it would have to be if Fit takes our side.
Fit's never gonna take our side. He's gonna be neutral.
No.
I don't know if
Dude,
Phil's
nah,
got-
nah.
I don't
Fuck
think
this
he'll go as far
I'll
as
tell you
Scott,
what,
but I
though.
don't think he'll condone it.
If
I
you
don't think Fit's
take,
gonna
if,
sit here
if
and be
you
like,
take,
"2B update, oh my god, hop on."
if
Like
you
he's not gonna
take,
do
if
that.
you take
He's
Ant
gonna-
Venom,
There's
Fast Vincent,
evidence
and Salsy
that he
One,
won't
and you
do
add them
that.
together, you've just about got a Fit. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get
We need
those
to
three
get,
on
like-
side, but I don't see Fit
We
coming
need
on
to get
side.
we need to get
Fast
people like
Vincent-
Fit in the call.
We don't need
Can I
to.
Ask them,
finish
like,
my
what their
point?
opinion
As
is.
far
Here's
as
the
I-
thing.
Getting-
Fit
getting
is
here, shut the
upset.
fuck up.
Fit is upset
is.
about the changes. I've
He
talked
is.
to him about it. He is
Yeah,
upset.
but he's not
he
gonna
did
do it
just like
publicly.
What will end up
about
in his
the update.
video, I don't know.
No, I don't think he is gonna. No, he's not.
We
Wait,
just
but
don't
can
know how
I-
much of it will end up
Look,
in his
can I
video
ask
or
a very important question on behalf of the audience, please?
Wait,
Yeah.
can I finish my point first though?
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Okay, but as I was saying, so you're saying that it would at least make an impact if it were possible by refunding. What are you losing by refunding your prio? Since so many people that are against refunding their prio lose nothing if they do it. Like, I see the point that you don't think it's going to work, but actively not helping is proving your own point that it's not going to work.
True. There's
I
no
think
point
you
not
refund,
look,
if you refund your prio right now and get a proxy, almost nothing has changed. You have not sacrificed anything,
Yeah.
and you are helping a cause. No matter if it works or not,
Yeah.
you're
Proxy.
still helping a cause,
paying.
and it's important that we get as many people as possible to increase the chances that it works.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is going to
Dude,
work.
you can
I'm
buy
saying the more
2
people we
accounts
do get
from
to refund.
Minecraft. Listen, from Minecraft, you can buy 2 accounts for $50. That's if you're buying a full access account. So you can probably buy alts for fucking cheaper. I don't know what the current state of the market is, but like probably
this in
$10. Yeah, for
It was
a
15,
full
yeah.
access account.
15 for a
right?
full access. Unbanned
Yeah.
from Hypixel.
Listen, but let's say even if you wanted to buy 2 fucking Microsoft Mojang accounts for $50, that's 2.5 months of priority queue, by
Yeah.
the way. And if you proxy both of those accounts up, you can pretty much play 2B 24/7 because they'll both like be on, right, at different hours, right?
I'm not saying you shouldn't refund your prio. I'm not saying if you want to refund your prio, then
But
do
it is such a crazy price. $20 a month is something people pay for premium fucking like programs, dude. You can buy like fucking 2
Oh,
terabytes
no
a month
way.
hosting for $20 a month, right? Like you could do crazy shit with 20 a month, and it's going to the server. Like why?
Yeah.
Like for something you don't even want, you know?
Yeah, that's what I've been getting at though, is that nobody's losing anything by helping the cause. So I don't get why you have to defend how dumb the cause sounds just because you don't want to do it.
What do you mean
Like it-
defend the?
Like
Defend
Deloaded,
how
you
dumb? What am I
you've been-
defending?
You've been in here saying
Buying
that the
cryo
cause
supporting.
isn't going to work. We do not need to worry about this. We should not try to strike.
No, I'm
Here's
not
the
saying
thing.
don't
we
worry
not
about
try
it.
to
I'm
strike?
saying you got to face the reality of the situation and just decide if you want to stay or go. It's really
Yeah,
boils
I can
down to.
decide that, and I can still go on strike. I'm having fun right now trying to get the community together to all take one stance, because the only reason it's not going to work is because we're so divided. But I don't see the point why we're divided if everybody has the same opinion that the change was bad. Just refund your prio. That doesn't change anything about how you play the server. You can get a proxy, play it the same way. It does not matter.
It's
So
similar,
why
but
are
yeah.
we arguing so much?
I mean,
spent so
I
much
think we
time
should
trying
refund
to
our prio, but we should keep in mind that that's just a temporary solution. Like, soon we're gonna run out of prios to refund, and then it's just gonna keep going.
Playing 2B is supporting 2B.
Like
buying
the
Prio is a
real-
big support, but
Yeah.
if you log on to 2B, you're like actively
I'm
increasing the queue, which
I'm
is
with
convincing
Maxie.
other people to buy Prio.
Like the real
interacting with 2B in any way supporting it. I agree.
The real way to change this is just to stop playing, stop buying, like in general. just to leave.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's all we have right now. The thing is, all we have right now is not buying priority.
The
How
si-
can
yeah.
we, the question is, how can we go further? than
Yeah,
that, but it's
exactly.
already
That's
doing
what
that?
the audience
How
want to
can
know.
how can we like?
I'm personally not going to go further
harassment.
except for convincing other people not to play.
I know the
right? That's as far as I'm
HWU.
gonna
That's
go.
what I-
Because I'm not going to
the
sit here
a
on
lot of people play.
Discord coming up with some
Yeah.
elaborate scheme to get back
Yeah,
at house.
the
I don't care. I'm not doing
you guys
HWU
can,
are
like-
blocking up the highways, which affects the newbies and how frustrated they get. That's something,
No,
yeah?
that's some
Can
MC Ren
somebody
autism.
please give us a little list of things we can do as normal fucking players who don't know who to contact for, like, freaking your proxies and stuff? How do we undermine the server? Because the plan, that plan thing you put up there, it was like, step 1, undermine server. Step 2, get new server. Step 3, and I'm like, what? Hang on, there is no plan. What is step 1?
do you
What do we do
undermine
to
the server?
undermine? So we get our prior refunded, we email house. What else do we do?
Just send letters to Tebex because they're.
No. Don't worry about that pyro, right? Okay. What do we do? Do we try and fuck with it? Do we call our hacker friends? Do we like what do we do? Do we like say in chat, I am disgruntled with this server? What do we do? Anybody? Like, what can we do to
I mean, this
undermine it?
isn't
Give
an
us some-
incursion. Like before, we were fighting YouTubers. Like we're fighting the
Yeah.
server itself. So it's probably just best to leave.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
you're
not-
not gonna
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
if
you're
we
not gonna
wanted
win.
to actively undermine the server as our pastime,
This isn't like a
what would
democracy.
people
Like House
suggest?
runs it. He's gonna do what he wants to do.
Yeah, sure.
And
get
so,
his-
like, basically,
get
you
his
just need to
little
leave.
Giving us
before
a
it
vote
dies.
for this, yeah.
What do we do to undermine the server? Anybody?
You have to get new players to not buy Prio because that's the only other way. It's either he's getting money from us or he's getting money from them.
And the
So
only
the
way they're
best
gonna
way
do
to
that
approach it is to
is
cut off both
They're gonna
streams.
start playing.
But
That's
how
just how it
long
works.
do you want to
We're all
keep
gonna get
doing
replaced.
that?
As long as we feel like it, basically. Lee.
Yeah,
Okay,
more-
but
it
here's the
doesn't
thing,
matter how
is
long.
long enough to figure out it didn't work.
So actively mocking new
We
fags in
don't-
chat is one thing you can do if you're still on.
No. If the more and more you beg and tell new fags not to play the server,
No, we're
the
not
more
gonna
and more
say
they're gonna
that.
want to play.
No, I said
just
mocking
the
them,
more
you
they're
know?
going to want to play, just
Really
because
broke
they
my
want to fight
hand,
you.
but goddamn.
So what has the union got planned then? What are they planning to do? I want to know. Like,
Not a whole lot.
yeah, that's
Okay,
that's.
so
Not
really,
a- not
I
a-
guess-
What are
I've
these
enjoyed this
access points?
discussion. Thank you for having me. yeah,
Does
that's
anybody
where we
remember
think
No
that
Server November? They accomplished
we
jack
do have
shit.
to-
Yes.
Like
What?
After-
Okay.
It was
The
fun.
server
No server,
out,
no
they
November.
threw
That was
a
more of an
huge
event.
fit, and nothing they got nothing that they wanted.
Yeah, if anybody wants to
Bakery
start a
was
no
good though.
server
Bakery was good.
November
was fun.
forever, then
actually
please do it.
Did shit.
Yeah, the bakery
And
was good as
Yakuza
well.
shit was good too. Like
Yeah.
when they had like the book. What's it called?
Yeah,
Like,
the
banning
book
was-
shit
was
that
legit.
actually affects
But that was an
the-
actual exploit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
fucking, if
Yeah.
you're stacking boats and then kicking people, like nobody cares, right?
Oh
Like,
my
that's
god,
not
I
actually
forgot about that. Yeah, the where you get kicked for flying.
Yeah, bro. It's like people call that shit boat banning, bro. That's fucking
Holy.
like a slight like.
Literally is,
I
bro. It's
forgot
just getting
about
sent
that.
back
It's
to
dumb.
queue. It's
You're
literally
really
getting
putting
sent
it
back
back
to
in the
queue.
hole.
It's
That's all it
pointless,
does.
is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like as well with these new admins, once they've got their influx of cash from this month, you know, as the time goes on, I think they'll relax some of the anti-cheat stuff if we keep telling them that that's what we want, you know, like with the X-ray and
That's
everything.
very
I
optimistic.
think some things will be relaxed. I think
Maybe they'll
for
whitelist a
this,
few blocks from the X-ray if we're lucky.
Yeah,
It would
no,
be great-
X-ray
maybe,
is
yeah.
actually
Great if
crazy.
that happened.
Like,
It would be great if that happened.
you know, yeah, I
Look,
do
can
think, yeah, hi.
Can you get Amperdox's opinion about the update? Because I want to know Amperdox's opinion about the update.
Who?
Amperdox.
That? Dude, the Grid Hacks owner, the Skid of Cookie client, that they didn't even rename the packages.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Scheme? Well,
I'm
they
talking
they
about Phone
yeah
Cloud.
they
Yeah,
started their
exactly, yeah, no,
own
Kiss-
anarchy server,
Kiss
I
Ray?
think. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's their
I'm an
opinion.
owner. I know. I started it with them. It
Yeah,
was me, Zen, and XORAM. The server's
oh,
dead
Sleuthie
though.
wants
No
to be
limit
added.
anarchy.
Let's get Sleuthie.
Yeah, their opinion is no, I think, and that's it. You know.
Let's get Housemaster come too. Let's get
Yeah.
HMC up in here too. I want to see some
Yeah.
different opinions. I want to see some new shit.
Yeah, man,
HMC's
for
been
real.
talking
No.
shit. He's been talking shit. I want to hear what he actually has to say.
Yeah.
Get him up.
Who is?
Sorry?
HMC and
HMC.
Sleuth.
HMC,
I wanna-
okay.
No, don't bring him up. He's annoying.
Oh,
so-
No, I just want to hear if he gets
Yo,
that
hello,
works,
hello,
then we'll
hello.
kick
Is
him.
my
Yeah.
mic working? Hello.
Hi.
Yo, HMC, dead
How's
ass
it going?
though? What are your thoughts, dead ass?
Yeah.
What are my thoughts? Okay, so I lost 3,000 dubs, right?
Holy shit.
That's
And
tough.
yeah, it's all PvP gear, right? I'm a PvPer. I lost all that shit.
Don't care.
Oh, who is this guy? Wait, who would
Let-
let me
let
finish
him
this guy.
talk. Jesus fuck.
We can listen. We can listen.
Okay, opinions on what? Give me an opinion to share.
Like, do
Like-
you
What?
are you upset about losing those items?
Item
First
removal.
thing.
Anti-X-ray.
No, because there's a farm for every single item.
What
Bro,
about
we would rather
the?
spend
What about
hours and
Elytra?
hours
What about
on
Elytra and
end
Shulkers?
grinding.
Gapples.
Yeah, the
So-
gapples.
You
You can
So-
make
forget about
no, you can
that,
make
it's not a
smoker
farm for
farms
those.
too.
So you have 50K in your bank account, and then you wake up the next day and you have $400, and then you're like, oh, this is fine because I can just
But
work
here's
a
the
job.
difference. Here's the difference. It's
It's
a
Minecraft.
Minecraft server.
That's
the
exactly
difference.
right. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't understand, like, it's still the effort. Why do you think people buy kits? Because they're not gonna sit at a fucking
Bro, I
enchantment
duped
table
all
or
the
base hunt
gear
for
I
hours on
have,
end,
bro. I
right?
duped all the gear I have.
Okay,
It's-
so
and
but
I
like,
lost
what I'm,
it. It's
but you
not-
could have sold that shit for a stupid amount of money. Yes or no?
But I chose not to. I could have, but I
Okay,
chose
but
not
what
to.
I'm trying to explain is that it takes time. Just like you are fucking grinding now. The time, like, almost like a stash is time, if that makes sense, right? Like, if you have a big ass stash, you don't need to worry about shit, or you didn't need to worry about shit, because you could always supply whatever the fuck you wanted, right? And you could, like, you PvP for fucking, you know, waste all your dubs at spawn, fucking shitting around, you know, doing nothing. But like,
That
what
really
I'm trying to
affects the way you
explain is that
play. Yeah.
if your stash is gone, not that I really care about my items, I made this point earlier, but
Mm.
if you lose all your shit, you have to grind that back. You have
Yeah.
to invest more time into the server.
Yeah, and it gave me something to do.
Hey, can I
bro.
just
It gave you
I got a
something
really
to
simple
do?
solution that
Bro,
would work really,
how
really well.
bored are you, bro? Holy shit,
So
you're gonna
bored.
sit here all day fucking grinding Minecraft items
Nah, well,
because,
listen.
oh, dude, look, Housemaster's so good. I love that he deleted my stash because he finally gave me something to do. What the fuck? What kind of logic is that? Excuse me?
That's my opinion.
Holy shit.
Hey
Oh
man,
my
like
lord.
he,
All right,
he's.
great
Is that
opinion.
really
I
that
hope you
bad of a
enjoy
take?
your
No, it's not.
masochist
It's not.
bullshit.
It's not.
Is
at
that
all.
really that bad of a take?
No,
bro?
I
Yo,
understand
wait, look,
completely.
look,
I
listen,
understand
listen,
completely.
no,
Having a
I
Dude,
mean,
new,
nah,
me
I'm
personally,
having
I'd
fun
rather
grinding
kill
too.
myself than do that, but you know.
Okay,
go ahead.
having a
personally,
new
bro, you
goal,
joined the-
yeah,
you joined
is
in 2020, my man.
overcomplicating this like a million times over.
having a new
Just
goal is
log
good.
off the server,
Yeah.
refund your priority queue, and never play again.
Done, and
Who
done. I'm
cares?
sitting on
Just
Discord
log off
LARPing.
forever.
What are you gonna do about it? I can LARP on Discord. Like,
Hey,
Just, like,
Jim
log
C,
off.
your
I'm
view is
sitting here
fine.
talking shit. I
Go
want
to
to
your
convince
priority
more
queue, log
people
off.
to
Who
refund their
cares?
prio. No, I care.
Yeah, just refund
this
your
shit's fun for
priority,
me.
log off
Make
forever.
a
Like,
difference, bro.
Yeah.
who cares?
You don't
Right.
understand?
You know, I do
Congrats.
care
I did
about
that,
the
now
whole
what?
Elytra
Listen,
situation though.
The admins, whoever it is, they do not give a fuck about the community.
No,
They
they
give a
don't.
fuck.
Really?
It's all
Yeah,
about
just
money,
log
but
off.
we
Log
give
off.
them money.
money
We're the ones who pay their
equals
fucking check.
freaking
No,
players,
listen,
man. So
you
they do
getting
care a little
400
bit.
or whatever. You're not gonna get
Okay.
more than like probably 300
Look, it's
people
run by
to
a
do it
corporation.
month.
Firstly,
They should care,
secondly,
but
they
if
cared.
they don't care about
They
the community,
cared, they
just
would
log
listen a
off,
little
refund
bit.
your prio,
They should
leave.
care,
Like,
but
I've
they
done
don't.
that. I've just logged off.
We
Who
gotta
They
make it
cares?
care,
fair.
but they don't. There you go. That's the whole thing. They should care, but they don't. There
Okay,
you go. We
so
can
Yeah,
do
that's
so
that.
what's
it.
the way
That's
to make
it.
them care?
That's all it
I
is.
wonder
You
what
should care
is the
about
good
Tell
way to
them,
make them care.
tell
Go
them
join
what you
Constantia.
fucking
That's
think.
what we're trying to
They're
figure
arguing
out.
about if they care or not. Why don't we figure out something we can do to make them care?
Yes.
Okay,
They
so
will
the
not
thing
care.
is,
Log off. Delete
sure?
your fucking get rid of prio.
You
Log off
can't
forever.
sit
That's easy.
here and say that they will never care, bro. If they lose all their money in the next month, which I'm not saying will
Yes.
happen, but if they
If
lose a
money's
stupid
lost.
amount of
They'll
money,
care about
of
that.
course they're gonna fucking
Yeah,
care.
they
'cause that's their
stopped
job.
is giving
accepting
me
It's their job to
refunds
care.
requests
bad.
2
Log
days
off.
ago,
Talking.
right?
Way
Like
too
log
many
off with the
Why
intention of
did
it
they
being
stop
forever.
accepting
Okay?
refund requests 2 days ago?
True.
Because
It
their
has a
wallet
good
be
point.
hurty. That's possibly
I s-
why
yep.
they unprio banned
Yeah.
all the old fag because
They
they need the
literally
money,
said,
money,
no,
money.
we're not gonna
He
refund
says.
because we care about the money. Of course they care about the money.
Yeah,
bro.
their wallet is
Yeah,
where
He
it
we
heard
are the
counts.
money.
Their
Well, they
wallet
care
is
about
where
it.
it fucking
I know they care about
counts.
money. Just like don't
Listen.
pay priority queue and
Holy
don't
shit,
log
are you
back
gonna keep
on
saying
until
the
you
same
reverse
thing
your
over and
release.
over again?
Yeah, yeah,
I
we
heard you.
That's
we
simple.
yeah, we
Why are you
heard.
guys
All the
Yeah.
NPC
Look,
dialogue.
we
Why are you in the VC then? If it's that
Are
simple,
you are you
just leave.
baiting or are you like a fucking robot saying
yeah,
the same
exactly.
5
It's
things over
not
and over again?
simple,
If you
D-loaded.
left,
You're
then we
right.
It is
can't sit here and
incredibly
argue about this.
Yeah.
Just
Incredibly
leave.
Like
If
it's
you're
like
like,
Prio,
the whole
log off.
point
Why
is
are you
that
having
I
this
know I
discussion?
could
I don't know
stop
why you
buying
also
Cryo,
have
This
but I want
VC
everyone
is
to stop buying
actually
Cryo.
giving me AIDS. This
Too
is
many people are
actually-
talking. We need to
Can-
to
Okay,
do
guys,
it.
How long is this shit? Like 2 hours I've been in here? Something crazy.
If you say
Yeah,
just
it's
log
been
off,
a while.
then what you need to do is just stop. If you can't be in the community, like you can't argue in the union after you're telling everyone to log off. Like this, the point of
No,
this
no,
is
I
to
can't.
sit
I've
this
been
in.
doing that for the last 2 hours. Decisions were reverted.
Yeah, the
Like,
point
if
of
you're,
this
if you're,
is to
I'm
fix
in
it.
a union in real life, and they don't give you what you want, you don't go to work. So
Yeah.
don't do shit.
This is the
That's
same
what I'm
shit
saying.
here. Do you know what a fucking union in like that's what that is? Like people make
Yeah, I'm in a
unions
union,
because
I'm saying.
hey, look, they're treating us like shit. Let's
Yeah,
fucking go
you
on
know what
strike,
they
and then
did
hopefully
back
it'll
in
get
the
better. And it works.
80s
No, what I'm trying
when
to
the
say is just
unions
don't log
freaking
in,
mass,
run your
they tried
prio,
to blow up
then
fucking
you
Maggie
should.
Thatcher,
No, but at
man.
the end of the day,
Like,
if your
that's
job
what a
doesn't
pissed
pay
off
enough in
union
real
does.
life,
Drake,
you leave the
Drake,
job.
CIV, when did you
You
join?
leave the
Hey,
job if
Drake,
it doesn't pay enough. That's what I'm saying.
Scratch.
Man,
Yeah,
this is
and
not
if
the
there's
same
no
thing, though.
other
This is an
work,
entertainment
hello,
paying
No,
for
it's
a
not
server.
that
We're paying
cut
for
and
fun.
dry.
Listen.
Okay,
Track
I'm sorry.
CIV, when did you join the server?
Like 2017.
Okay, never mind, bro. You have like the most newfag irrelevant like opinion I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, it
Get
says you,
good
my
stuff
guy.
on
There you
it.
go. Are you? Says you.
I joined the server in
We have
2011, bro. Get
actual
out of
stuff
here.
I
to
don't know.
talk
Like
about.
I don't see why all of you are like spazzing out in here, like yelling about elytras and dubs. Like just
You know what? Get,
just like
get
log
him
off.
off the
I've
stage.
already
Get him off the
said I don't
stage.
give a shit about my stuff.
It's
My
kind
stuff is
of-
fine.
I mean,
right?
I think that the whole 2B2T union is like, I mean, you know, refund, sure, refund if
I
you want to
agree with that,
refund,
Deloaded.
quit if you want to quit.
I
But
think
this
the
is all
most
just a bunch of
effective thing-
hullabaloo.
Hey,
Everyone
hey,
in here's
mate,
been like
mate,
yelling
it's
at each
all
other
about
for
the
hours
friends
now.
you make along the way,
Listen, I actually
Deloaded.
completely
You
agree.
know, and this is part of that, man. Us coming together proves that there is still a community. It's ways for us to freaking make friends and link
It's
up,
not really
and
gonna
it's
do
a
a
way
lot,
for us to
though.
decide if there is
Listen,
anything we can do, man.
In my
Like,
humble
you've got to
opinion,
do it.
in my opinion, the most effective thing in this entire Discord, the most effective channel is #refund chat. That is the
Yep.
most effective thing because
Right,
it's just
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
fucking proof of refund because it's just straight up fucking denying money
Yeah,
from
but
Tubi,
we
which is
have
the
to
only
try to go
thing,
further than that.
right?
We
The
have to try
two
and go further
goals
than that.
should be one,
Huh.
convincing as many people as possible not to play the server, right? If
Mm-hmm.
they haven't already reached that conclusion themselves, right? Is to be like, hey, this is dog shit, right? But obviously you can't shove your opinion down people's throats, right?
Yes.
And
that's
two
right.
is educate people that you can fucking refund. You don't need to pay the shit. You can use proxies if you really love Tubi that much and you can't live without it.
Holy
right?
shit, Maxie,
So-
what's your IQ? Because it's got to be huge. Yeah?
Thank you so
like,
much,
you
kid,
are
but I will not have
such
sex with you. I'm so
fuck
sorry.
you, man. You have such a thoughtful opinion, man. You've really thought this through, and I think
Yeah, they call me Albert
everything
Einstein.
you have said tonight has been extremely
thank you.
relevant
Yeah, just
and
blow me.
extremely correct, man. For real.
What did Jared say again? He said,
Suck my
He said,
cock
"Blow me."
and a naughty mommy. Yes, for
"Naughty
real.
mommy."
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah. It will. Yeah.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
no, I'm
You're
clipping
leaving.
that. I'm clipping. I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that.
Queen Elizabeth is getting out of here.
Clip all
Okay,
you
guys,
like, mate.
Was Queen Elizabeth the 64 bins at your limit?
There's not really a lot more I have to say. I kind of spoke out every fucking point.
No,
Okay,
a lot
so
of the
we're not-
audience have been agreeing with you in text
We'll
chats,
just mute
though,
up and listen.
Maxie. Yeah. A
Peter,
lot of the audience have been agreeing with you, mate.
Peter,
so,
fix the image
yeah.
perms. I have the image perms rule, but I can't put images. It's sad.
Don't worry about that right now.
I'm very sussy about the kind of images you'd be wanting to put in
Okay,
there.
why are you saying that?
I don't know, just felt like it.
Housemaster
Yes.
has stockpiled money for this. Like they knew that there was going to be a backlash.
I
They've
think there's-
stockpiled.
There's
they
a new
probably have
admin.
millions and millions in the bank.
There,
right
there's
now.
a new freaking admin. Surely it's a team, isn't it? Like I
They
think,
can
I
afford
think,
to outlast
I
us.
think 2B changed
Bring
hands
Tommy
a
up
few
here.
months ago, man. I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna call me back, but
Yeah,
put
put
No, I
Connie
think
on.
like I think Deloaded's right. Where like they probably have a bit of a war chest going. Like that's. I know you guys said it was like a simple take, but like I genuinely think you should just be committed to quit. Here's the thing. Like generally
Uh-huh.
speaking, anarchy communities tend to be very similar anyway. Like I've played on a bunch of different servers over the years. Like what I'm saying is refund your money. Don't log in ever again. And if you're in a group, delete the group or stop doing projects.
Delete
Bro,
the
even if
group.
the new queen,
That sucks.
even if the new queen told
It's
Housemaster
supposed
to
to suck,
review
like,
it,
it's
you
supposed
would.
to
I mean, it's the most
Or
effective way. You have to.
if you're like gonna stay, even if the changes don't get reversed, then just shut up and stay. Basically.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, if
once
you're gonna
we've
stay no
really
matter what,
tried
shut up and
to
stay.
put across how we feel about it, you know, if you're going to stay, freaking stay. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know? And I do think that
access
they
at
are going to
6
lax
p.m.
up on some of those anti-cheats, some of those changes, man. You know, but after like X amount of time, you got to stop fucking crying and just decide, you know? I think it's all about your friends. It's all about who stays. You know, and who you're still here with. And if you're a new fag wanting to play Anarchy on 2B, the famous server, because it's updated to 1.19, in the end, good fucking luck to you. You know?
Actually, now would be a fantastic time if you're a brand new player because
Yeah, Prowler's
you know,
like
crystals
2.
are gone, and you know all the people that had the crazy.
everyone's
Please
fucking
put
broke, yeah.
shitloads of
Everyone's
withers
broke.
at spawn saying
Minecraft
fuck
just
off
the
new
same thing
fags,
for
please.
anarchy.
Wither the
That would be
shit out of that,
You don't
please.
really need to
Join.
work for much because nobody has nothing. I mean, it's like a fresh grind.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with
2B2T
that
is
either.
going to
wanna
go
play that.
on whether we're here or not.
Dude, if I want to fucking sit around and
That's the
fucking
thing.
grind all my gunpowder and for rockets and all
Some
my
of those
netherite for my
items that
armor,
they
I would
reduced
have
to
just fucking
one.
played single player, dude. I
Yeah,
don't
man.
wanna play
Some
that.
of the items that they freaking like put the amounts down on are absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, what the fuck were you smoking when you came up with the
Honestly,
list?
who
you know?
uses those?
What? Sorry.
You get Sleuthy on the stage.
As we're turned down. Like who uses spider eyes?
People who want to make
say
potions, I
what,
guess.
Spider-Man?
I mean, if
Yeah,
you can't
like, who's
crystal
finding people
people,
making
The
potions?
rationale behind that was because they were removing golden apples, they thought that potions would become part of the meta, so then they
Yeah.
just preemptively cucked potion
yeah,
supplies.
that's most probably it. Yeah, you know, like brown mushroom
Makes sense.
blocks
I never
down
thought
to
of that.
one. What the fuck, though? You know.
Who's raising their hand right now that we can bring on? Anyone good in the audience?
I want the Lorax to join.
Sleuth.
Wait, get Sleuthy up here.
13. Bring him up here.
Oh, Peter's
Peter's
muted and deaf.
Pack for a road trip, but nice speaking to everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.
See you, man.
See ya.
Alright, Peach.
Peter,
Bruh.
bring Sleuthy up just to see what he has.
Either
to say.
Sleuth and Pugman too.
Sleuthy.
Let's get Pugman.
Sleuthy,
We need a
Sleuthy.
Chicken Bird 6 up here.
I mean,
Is
we
he
kind of
in
also like want to discuss like
Yeah.
union stuff. So
I'm
when you guys
saying.
are ready, I guess.
What do you
Yo,
mean
hold on.
discuss
I can't hear
stuff?
shit. I'll
Peter,
rejoin.
you've had like fucking 5 chances to discuss union stuff. Like, go ahead.
Bring
Well, yeah, I
Chicken
mean,
Bird.
I just want I want to be productive. I want to get some. And right
does
now, like
that
all we
mean?
discussed is a continue refunding priority queue. I
Yeah.
feel like we have to
Yeah, I
try to
think
get something out of it before we
we
all go
could
away
do
for
with some
9 years.
actual advice on what we can do for the union to help other than refunds. That's really what I've been trying for.
You can
this whole
email
time.
Housemaster. You can refund. That's about it.
We can block the highways. We can put withers up. Do you remember when there were
come
withers
on,
all
what
I
over
don't. That's not
spawn
gonna do anything.
saying
No.
2B2T
Hey, Jack.
Do
admin
anything. So
as
what?
spawn masons or something?
Blood just
Fuck it,
go
do
with
it
her
though.
way.
Why not? Why not?
They just got
Freaking.
Any activity you do on the
if you
server,
want
no
to.
matter.
Elizabeth, that's gonna
Wow.
show them they can't use the highways anymore. Yeah, that's gonna
Do
show
it
them.
if you
Yeah.
want to, but
Queen
don't give it the
Elizabeth the
illusion it's gonna
64-bit.
help.
I think the HWU are based and what they're doing is
For Queen
fucking
Elizabeth
awesome.
the 64-bit integer limit.
I didn't hear any of that. I heard
Okay,
drunken
Sleuth is
slurs.
here. Let's hear what Sleuthy's take on this
Yeah.
is real fast.
Alright, so I have like one question. So like, are we trying to like dismantle this server or like get our stuff back? Like, what's the end goal?
I
I'm
don't
not
think
really.
Just any
I mean,
kind
I would
of.
say
What's the end
the
goal,
goal is
Peter?
Magically
the
haven't
goal is
settled
to
that.
cause as much
You have to shut down 2B for
cause as much havoc for the
Yeah.
company that manages to as possible in
Yeah.
order to undermine them and for them to give in to
As,
our
for them to
demands in
give
order
into
for the havoc
any of
to
it, yeah? Just
Yeah,
to get
well,
them
is it
to
possible-
start,
yeah,
like,
it's
trying to
to
help
get
us.
havoc
I don't.
event
But is
stuff.
it possible like they've been running and like they have so much money? Why is like 400 people gonna stop them? Like, is it actually gonna
I
do
think
anything?
you're
Giving
completely
them money
right.
and will make it difficult for them to
You're
do their job.
completely right. They've
I think
stockpiled
If
a
we
shit
crash
ton of
the
money
server
before
and
Like
everything
they
no one
have
can
at this
access
point.
it,
Like we're
it's
too
not
late.
gonna have an effect.
It's really too late. Like
Okay.
it's not
The
too
server's
late. Not
gonna
at the
go
moment.
on
too
with
late for them
Next
to like roll
month
back.
is too late, but
Small
now
ways
it's
to
not
get
too
that
late.
funding
I mean, yeah, you have to start at some point. It
Yeah,
can't just
man.
yeah, I mean,
execute
I'm not
and give up.
dissing the union at all. I'm just saying like it's just like weird to think about how much money they've collected. It's like, what is this gonna do? As if this sticks and
It's make
continues
it
for like a
difficult
year
for
or
them
two,
to.
then sure it'll have a like an effect. But it needs to like I don't know. There needs to be something else other than just refunding an email.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
so
I'm
You
trying
guys
can
to
we
really
get
want
get
to
to
shut
that,
down the server? You can
please?
just get it vetted.
If
Like,
anybody's got any suggestions in fucking chat, type them in
Yeah,
right
right.
now.
This
I'm gonna
is a
start fucking
discussion, guys. I can't like. I'm not here to give you guys the conspiracy. I guess
Wait,
the
whoever
Cloud says
said
let
to
me
get
out.
2 fetted, that won't do anything.
More lag machines,
'Cause
says
you can't-
someone. Yes, lag machines good. If you've
Well,
got
that's just
shitloads
activity on the
of
server.
if you've
That's
got
not gonna change
shitloads of
anything.
proxies and you don't mind having your accounts banned,
Yeah, we
do
just make it
lagging,
difficult
do
for them to do their job.
exploits, do it, do it, do it. Slow the server down.
Kami, preach, Kami. Any activity on the server, you guys have to realize they get money no matter what you're doing. They're still hosting
It
Minecraft
doesn't
servers.
matter,
Hundreds and
man.
hundreds of
We are
people.
talking about what we can do, not what the bad things are if we try and we fail. Just will you two stop? What can we do? Yes,
Like, we
lag in
just
the
fucking
server.
lost this argument.
Yeah,
We need to discuss
seriously.
the things that could happen. We can't just brainlessly go.
Oh
do
my
a ton of
God.
things, expect
Well,
them all to
Well,
work.
lagging,
No one
lagging
fails.
2B has like never done anything in the past.
Never.
So
No
it's
server
not
ever
working
has
now.
ever worked.
Anybody
yeah.
else?
Why would it
Speed
work?
typing.
Lagging just
Seriously.
creates more
No
YouTube
server to
videos
member
and more
accomplished
player
literally
activity.
nothing.
Wow.
Like,
Okay. Well,
I don't
you
know
guys
how
are
you
so
did. White
fucking
screen
negative.
somehow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look. If you think
Are
we're
you retarded?
accomplishing nothing and there's nothing else we can
Wait,
do, then
Like,
can we?
it's gonna
The
be
question
difficult.
is,
Everyone's
what
lagging.
can we
All
do?
the 2023
Right?
players are gonna
Not
want to be a part of it in Botch
why
style.
it's pointless. Jesus, man, Peter, I feel your pain. I really do, dude.
Yeah,
I fucked
I mean,
my
that's-
life.
I thought to be more productive, but I guess I was wrong. But I think we're starting to get somewhere now at this point after all we had all that
Thank you.
in the
Yes.
fighting and stuff. But it's cool.
Anybody got any suggestions I can read out before I fuck Oskies? Mer.
Can we bring someone up?
Or do we?
Yeah,
Or do you want
lagging,
I feel like every
refunds,
time
yeah.
we bring someone new up,
Finding
like, there's some kind of
game-breaking
new
exploits,
conversation
yep,
happens.
do it, do
Bring
it.
up Mr. Cheddar. Bring up
Kit,
Mr.
do you think there's going to
Cheddar.
be Queen Elizabeth, the 64-bit integer limit?
64
yeah.
something robot, whatever. No, there's nothing to do with this,
Okay,
mate. Come on,
Peter,
let's go.
bring HMC back up.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm also gonna
God.
put NZ3 up as I think he's
Yeah, let's get
level
your
of-
DMs. Like, he's an adult and probably has something good to say.
Yes, I'm an adult. Yes.
I have some ideas.
Oh, no, but like, listen.
Ideas
are
are
good.
good.
So what?
Let's go with the
Can I
ideas,
just
man.
ask can I just ask a question?
So, first of all, thank you for bringing me on here. I'm not exactly somebody people want to hear from for a variety of reasons.
Hey, don't
But
put yourself down. Okay.
it's not me putting myself down. Far from it. I'm just not really somebody who has made himself likable. But that's not the point. So, first of all, this update is great for my group. It's incredible for my group. Probably the best thing to happen. Because
Wait, who
I'm
are you?
nobody. It doesn't matter who I am. The point is that we have something that can work, and I think D knows what I'm about to mention. So, yes, that's right. That's right.
For the most bullshit thing you've ever heard.
It's not the most bullshit thing. Okay.
Wait,
So-
I'm lost. What did he say?
In 1.19, the vast majority of materials can be farmed, right? You can farm the vast majority of materials that are available in vanilla Minecraft in 1.19.
You do that any fucking update.
Yes. Okay. So what if you automate that process?
You can still do that in any update.
Let's make it
literally.
Nah, you couldn't do it on TV
right?
before though. with,
So
like,
what if you automate that process on a scale that allows you to produce
You fucking knock yourself
in
out.
your
How is
place,
that
it's
important?
on.
Think of this. Yeah, let's just farm everything and
Let me get to the final points I'm making here.
Let's just get Queen Elizabeth's the 64-bit integer limit back.
If you take basically infinite resources from all of that resource generation and place it at spawn and use it to promote your group, you would have a platform to basically
Listen,
promote
for
the
fuck's sake,
strike
you're
We don't
amongst
care
the
about
new
that. We
players
care
who
about
joined
like
the server.
getting rid of this freaking
like some
other
really,
shit.
like,
Right,
really
no.
What you're
Okay.
doing right now?
Jesus,
Listen,
oh my God!
What
Can
you're doing
somebody
right now
let
is
him
you are
speak?
LARPing, live action role
Wow,
playing. Okay?
wow,
Which
wow.
means you're creating a fantasy
Can people with-
environment in your head that's never
Can
gonna
we get
fucking
him off
happen because
stage,
you're a
man?
non-factor.
Anybody who
We've
just
already
wants
done
to
it.
sit here and be
You're never gonna
negative,
do anything
yeet
We've already
them.
done it. Like
Yeet
I'm not
them.
even making it up. We've
You
already
have
I
done it.
want to
Nobody
know
else
what
can now.
NZ3
Nobody
is
else.
talking
You or your
about,
group is.
please.
I'm
Just
so
get rid
sorry.
of him.
I would
That's
like
good,
to
so
know
well,
what
yeah,
NZ3 is
Thank
talking
you.
about.
Okay, he's
Wow.
gone. Problem solved.
Wow.
Maybe,
Wow.
maybe another day.
Okay,
another
so
time,
I've got
My age
messages
is-
from
my
people
age
saying
doesn't
that the only way to get them to do anything is on the server, not off the server. We've got to get on the server and we've got to cause trouble. Yeah, okay. I've got another message from Skippy who wants to he knows people who can help take it down. Put him on the stage. Skippy would like to talk. Yeah. You know, like
Go
we.
out and start fucking the server and get it turned by Mojang by making like awful map arts.
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
like one of the only
Just
things
get
Yeah,
that
that's
work.
another thing
That
you can
won't
do.
work.
Yes, make not safe
won't
for
work.
work map
Child
arts,
porn.
man, for real. Yeah, like stuff like that. It's absolutely gonna hit them where it hurts. Yeah, I agree 100%. You know.
Someone's saying bring up Tango. I don't know who that is, but let's hear him.
1 second.
Hangu?
Yeah, with a
Tango?
bunch of O's. Yeah, fuck
Oh,
him.
that guy.
Oh, and
What's his name?
spoof thousands of players into Q server so the
Hangu is
server
actually
lags.
kind of
Ooh.
an old player, I think.
Okay,
Like,
yeah,
I
you,
know
I
him.
think you wanted to
Before,
talk to
have you ever heard
Wands.
of 2BQB and how bad that went?
Yeah, you can bring
Oh,
him on.
hey,
You should
don't
bring
Oh
Tango on.
god.
Right,
I was waiting for that.
before I go,
That's
guys,
why
can I
that
just say,
happened.
if you have a serious idea on what we can do, can
Nobody
you
cares,
please
just leave.
shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
Colby?
fucking leave.
Can
I
you
agree with
DM
Colby, just
Peter
leave.
or anyone who's
Yeah.
No, just
actually
fucking leave.
running the
Yeah,
When
huh?
you get hit by a
Please
truck,
don't
Yeah,
do
like
that.
DM the guys running this server.
You don't need an
Yeah.
outro. You don't need an outro.
Wow. Wow,
You don't
you
need
having
an
that
outro.
much
Get the
trouble
fuck outta here.
coping, mate? Oh no. Oh, is it difficult for
Mate,
you?
mate,
Oh.
mate.
40 years
Oh,
old,
are
shut
you having a
up.
This
problem?
lady's coping right
Shall I
now.
knit you some condoms for when you eventually still drop when necessary?
Skills.
Because like nobody wants to fuck you, mate. Just seriously, man.
Brush your teeth.
Teenage
He's
noises.
fucking you.
So-
Jesus fuck my life.
Fuck
Look,
your
DM
Brush your
the
teeth.
guys who are running
Well-
this server with your ideas and do everything you fucking can. Yeah, for real. Do it.
Leave.
Okay? Wow,
So-
Pugman.
Leave.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said
it's
something
fine.
earlier.
Shut up, Pugman.
Thanks for being on the panel. Goodbye.
I was gonna Listen, touch
it's a
on pleasure. Get the something. fuck out.
Yo, Tango, what's up? What's up?
Yeah,
Talk.
let's let Tangu give his opinion here.
So I know
It
Kit,
was so
you said something about like what can we do on the server without actually buying priority queue, right?
Yes, please, yeah.
Because it's not that
Yeah,
long of a
possibly.
wait. I think it's like four. Who?
Can you let him
No, keep
speak?
going.
Carry on, Tango, please.
It's less than 4 hours. Like if you
Show
were
us
to
your
log
teeth.
on, depending on.
Hello?
Hello?
What happened?
This guy's
Dude, are
glitching.
you
I
okay?
think
No, I'm
you-
just wondering. I'm just thinking.
Wait, we didn't hear you though.
So you're
Tango,
saying you
you
don't
said
have
you'd
to
also
buy
call.
prio to queue up to get to the server.
No,
So
it
what
only
can we
takes, like,
do
5
on
hours.
the server to help? Is what you were
We can
Stop
use two
approaching, I
boards.
think.
We can use 2 boards to wait to get in.
Yeah, I mean it's not really a factor, but it still works somewhat. The best thing you could do without buying priority queue to still play the server besides proxies, I guess.
Okay.
Does anyone
Is,
know like
is
an
it
actual?
everything you had, or
No, I was gonna say, like, when it comes down to the terms that what we would want out of this, like, you know how you lose all your items from this shit, right? You can get it back from vanilla means, but and
Yeah,
then
but why
House
would I
is
do
like,
that?
yeah, we don't want you to dupe. He has duplication prevention, and then he does what he does. He puts fucking X-ray. How do you expect us to get these items back vanilla if you fucking disable?
Because he
Uh,
expects us to fucking sit on
A
the game all day.
lot of
and grind
people
out
are
all our
upset
items, like some
about
fucking
enchanted
survival
items,
So
retard.
everyone-
I
apples.
couldn't care less about the items
Like,
that
bro,
have been reduced. You can
it's
get it
funny.
back.
It's like he
Nah,
could
bro.
do all this shit, but why would he? You know
I
what I
lost
mean? Like
3K
I thought the
dubs.
whole.
It's like
You're not supposed to
everyone's
be
just
able to
if you want-
grind
if you want-
enchanted
do it
everyone's
apples.
legit,
complaining because
fine.
they can't play creative and survival Minecraft anymore. That's why you guys are complaining. 'cause you don't
actually,
have infinite
instead
like-
of all my
It's
building
like no,
blocks,
it's
so-
actually
Yeah, I
not
know, me too,
creative.
bro.
It's
I'm doing
fucking
just
anarchy,
fine.
and I have a dupe stash, faggot.
Yeah, like,
so do I, bro. I
most of
lost
the
3K
building
dubs.
materials.
So what?
Wow.
The creative analogy is not very great because actually
Guys,
everyone kept
it's
their
really
building
not.
materials.
That's the
All
same
right.
thing Jack said too. It's fucking corny. People keep calling it fucking creative on Minecraft, but like it's
But it
more
is.
work. There's a reason why people are on 2B or were on 2B and not just the creative server. You know, like there's a reason people built on 2B, and I'll tell you this right now, it's because it can get griefed, right? Building on 2B is much more impressive than building on a creative server because if you have world,
Yeah.
you have this, you have that. No, you have
Also,
to
last
source
time,
everything on
kind of
2B.
awesome,
Everything
yeah.
on 2B came from a place. It has actual value. You can sell the
Yeah,
things that
it's
you have on
historical and
2B,
everything
right?
as it's
Or you
built,
used to
yeah.
be able to, right?
Right.
And now it's nothing. Now it's just a fucking survival server. Before it was not survival or creative. It was a mix. It was people who abused exploits and dupes and everything to fucking do what they wanted to. It wasn't pure survival. It was better. Like people had more shit. You know, it wasn't really creative, but it was somewhere in the middle. And now it's just survival. You know, so it's like I feel like it's so boring. I could have just loaded up fucking survival Minecraft and sat here and grinded netherite without X-ray if I fucking wanted to. But why would I do that? You know.
So the items that were taken, I mean,
The items
here's
that
the
were
thing,
reduced.
the items that are taken seem to be like mainly affecting PvPers, and
Yeah. Because you
So-
can grind a lot of building shit. Like I have dubs of stone that are untouched. If you want
Yeah,
to
like,
download it, let me
the
know.
diamonds is
so here's
easy
the
to
thing:
get
like,
back.
did he take armor? Did he take
Yeah,
tools?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Stack
So
shit,
I
yes.
unstacked. Yeah,
Totems.
I unstacked like
Yeah.
100 dispensers worth of shit.
Yeah, I had
It's all gone.
same.
Ah,
I still had
Like-
stacked armor.
Yeah.
Oh, if it was if the armor was stacked, it's gone. But if it was unstacked before the update, it's still there.
If it was unstacked into a chest, it's gone. If it was unstacked and put into a shulker, it's gone.
that's a tragedy.
Well, that didn't
Yeah.
happen to me.
What do you mean? What did
Well,
you keep armor?
Yeah, we unstacked a lot of our stuff, and we still have it.
Wait, what was it in a shulker or was it just in the chest?
It was in a chest.
It's like stacked armor.
No,
Yeah, I
stacked
believe
armor.
stuff that Dawnfear unstacked prior to this update, we kept.
We're
Okay.
talking about like stacked armor, like literally stacked armor pieces, not like unstacking a shulker box.
Yeah, no, I know under that.
No, it wasn't stacked shulker. No, it was armor
was
that was
unstacked.
stacked. We unstacked it,
Oh,
and we still
okay.
have it.
Those are retards.
We did lose our stacked. Anything that we didn't unstack, we lost.
Exactly, that's what we're asking. You did lose it.
Well, then
It's
why'd you
gone.
agree to it if what the?
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Same.
I'm white.
Tommy, take it away. Take it away. Do you have anything to say?
Anything loaded?
Tommy?
Can I ask you a question?
What?
So like you said your items weren't affected. Is that because you're friends with Hermetic Lock and Hermetic Lock is his spawn wizard?
Oh no, we lost plenty of shit. Like we lost all
It's
of our
bait,
totems, we
retard.
lost
Holy shit.
fireworks. We lost plenty of stuff. I was commenting
He's
specifically on
trolling
armor.
autist.
Okay.
Okay, wait. So after the whole like everyone refunds prio thing, they run out of money. Whatever. What's next? Like.
Well, they
what
ain't gonna
else?
run out of money.
It's
They're not gonna run out, but it's gonna. I might make it difficult for them.
It
To,
might,
So
like, dude, if they
why-
start losing it, like if the rate goes down to what it was before, they'll have to do something, you know?
Does anybody here know how much it costs to run the server pump and how much money total
400,000,
have they
Doesn't
lost?
matter. They make a few thousand.
All
like,
right.
They
That's
make
a
shit
Minecraft
I don't think they
server.
make more than
Hold
$1
on.
million a year. I think they make like at least 400 to 800K a year is my estimate. But like,
Yeah, but
it's
let's
mostly
know
profit.
this.
They
Basing
can
that
they
off
can
of
still
that.
easily
What are you
pay
basing
the
that off
pay
of?
for the server
HOC,
that
slide
way.
on Curtis, bro.
With that
Slide
much.
on.
Yeah, they have
Slide on
plenty of
Curtis.
enough
Bro,
money to
oh
pay
yeah,
for the server.
slide on
fucking
Curtis,
Only
bro.
way
Every
I
single
know,
person-
James,
Someone get his
is
address.
that
Every
I
single
use
person
the
knows
we
that
have
it
his
goes
address.
in 2020. They made a
Okay,
shit
bro,
ton of
slide,
money.
bro.
Okay.
Sleuth, we have Curtis's address, bro.
Okay,
Hey, how do
slide,
y'all
bro.
know he owns it though?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
pull up.
No, he owns
are
it.
we
What
on
are you
full
talking
time?
about?
Some
anon
on his house.
Too many people talking again. One at a time, please.
Kick some people in here. Some shit.
All right.
dipping a bit
How
anyway,
about we
guys.
pull up
I'm
to
gonna
his
leave.
house?
See
Yo,
you,
listen, it
man.
was fun as fuck. I hope I brought up some good points type shit. I don't really want to talk about it again. I've been so burnt out for talking about this for so long.
I
But
feel
like,
you.
it is what it is.
Well, you might have.
Yeah.
If
You
you
might
have
another
prio,
stage or
refund
something,
it.
so,
If you
Yeah.
want to play 2B, sure, just use a proxy, please. That's it. Bye,
Yeah,
guys.
or just
See you,
go through
Maxi.
regular queue.
Yeah, and also
Peace.
mess with the fucking
Bye.
server, guys. I freaking next few weeks make yourself heard, man. I'm gonna go as well. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye,
Later, stuff.
Pugman.
Like it.
My
British
biggest
person.
fan. Yeah,
British
bye.
Yo, if you joined after 20.
Wow. Don't you just love it when people go round in circles, just round and round and round and round? I'm going to go look at my chat now on my live stream and say hi. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Historians will be talking about it 10 years from now. Yeah, probably. Bob, yes, hi. Hello, Drew. Drew and Bob, yeah, hi. Yeah, man, I don't even know. Yeah, I really don't. But, you know, it's never going to go back to what it was. Yeah, okay, but we can affect changes. You know, they're thinking about taking back X-ray. You know, they've obviously had their wallets hurt because they've stopped accepting refunds. People have had to force it through PayPal, you know. And things are going to be stringent the first 3 weeks anyway, man. But if there's stuff you want them to do or stuff that you're really pissed off about, make yourselves heard. Email them. And I do think putting withers at spawn with your opinion, like if you mass fucking spam those fuckers, are going to help. Plus, it gets the new fags to give up playing. Yeah, which means less dollar, you know, for house or admin, you know? Yeah, just do it. And if you can't be asked to do it, then don't. And if you don't want to play the server, don't play the server. If you want to, do it, man. But, you know, like poor old Peter's saying, it's like, so what's the plan, guys? And everyone's like, oh, boo, nothing's going to work. Boo, it's all just depressing. Boo. It's like, oh, well, you're really helpful, you know. Just saying. British noises as well. Yeah, I'm just going to make British noises until I end my stream. I have to reach over and press the button. I'm just like, oh, imagine having to press a button. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, of course, I'm watching my thing at the moment. I'm like, whoa, okay. Like, how much difference of time is there? You know, guys, talk to me, bruh. Like say things, bruh. Like this is your moment. Like I know, like you know, it's just a live stream, but it's something to reference. You know what I mean? Like if someone wants to cut together, no, a blooper reel from the from the stage a minute ago, like they want to edit, like you know, anytime Pugman goes murr, you know, and just like have like you know a meme noise, do it. You know, that just be hilarious, man. For real. Well. It's 1:28 a.m. in British time, and all is quiet. Ooh, spooky noises. Okay. All right, guys. Well, anyone who wants to DM me about this shit, by all means, go ahead, and you know, just. Don't sit there and complain about stuff and do nothing. Either complain and do something or shut the fuck up, you know? I'd also like to say that this cat sitting next to me is the cutest thing on earth. Having animals in your house is just such a fucking magic thing. I can't even say, man. They're just so great when you just watch them trotting around doing their own thing, you know? What is going through that little fuzzy head? I don't think I'll ever really know. I mean, probably insults, you know, targeted towards me. Who knows? But my God, she's insanely, stupidly, evilly cute. All right, guys, I'm gonna fuck off. Okay, and thanks to anyone who's on side of the people who want to actually try to do something, man. Okay, yeah, always be fucking positive and optimistic, and never give in to the blah, 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 you know, on 2B, because I tell you what, there are some retarded twonks. Yeah, man, and like, you know, just. Can keep on keeping on, man. See you later. Bye.